Hey everyone! Welcome back. I am back today. It is the best day of the week, you guys. But wow. It's been hard. We're back for the best day of the week, which is RWBY Day. I definitely have been having a really hard time processing this last episode over the course of the week. A lot of you have been saying, like, is it the darkest episode ever? Because we've definitely done some stuff on this show, and I have to say, for me, this was it. This was the darkest. This was the hardest one. And you guys know, I've had some really hard times getting through on the show. But wow. Last week was just something different entirely. I really have been reeling from it. So before we start, I want to say, I won't even give you the Patreon spiel this time, because you probably heard it a million times by now, and this is infinitely more important. I put this on my last video before it goes, it's about to go out to YouTube. But I want to actually take time to say it here, that if you are, oh my goodness, if you are struggling right now, please hold on. Please seek help. I promise you, you are more than your pain, than your past, than your illness, any of your mistakes. If you needed to hear that today, please just hear it. But yeah, it's tough stuff that we're dealing with, guys. And I gotta tell you that, last week, I don't even think, I was in such shock actually watching. I really couldn't even believe that it had happened. I couldn't believe that we had actually, I kept expecting something to happen, and it happened. And I've been having a really hard time reconciling that. I'll be honest with you. I'll talk a little bit about the episode itself first, because obviously, there was a lot that came to my attention. So first things first, I got a little confused that Neo's things could talk. And apparently, that's not the first time we've seen that. She's powered up since she got here. And the Jabberwockers? Yeah, I always get confused with Jabberwocky or Jabberwocker. We're talking. And so that was supposed to be our clue that okay, something's different. But to actually see, okay, so first off, it was really good to see Roman. And you guys let me know after the fact that some of Roman's part was done. And I knew, I'd heard about this, but I didn't, when I saw the dedication at the end, I did not put it together, who it was that had passed away. And that in and of itself is just so sad, but I think it was him and Clover's voice actor that came in and did the parts. Clover's voice actor came in and did the parts that weren't finished. But it was really, before we got into everything, I was so excited to see Roman. And I've been wanting to see Roman. I was hoping to see Roman, and the excitement was just quashed so quickly. But yeah, so, after a lot of thinking about it, it is really interesting to see how, this is Neo's interpretation of everyone, and she is using them against RWBY. So it was interesting to see, her interpretations on, how RWBY would feel about Penny, how RWBY would feel about Oscar. And getting to hear Penny and Pura again was great as well. But just not like that, though. Not like that. Not as how I ever wanted it. But yeah, so it was Neo. It was not Neo and the cat. Neo and the cat were both targeting RWBY separately for different reasons, not jointly. I got really confused by the talking thing. I'm like, wait, what? So basically Neo wanted to break RWBY, wipe her from existence. The cat wanted to break RWBY in order to possess her. That was the goal all along, was to possess someone and then eventually, I guess, try to get out of the Ever After. Another thing that I kind of like was not clear on that you guys pointed out to me was that the cat pretty clearly stated something that infers that they were created by the brothers, the gods. I guess it implies that the Ever After was created by the gods as well, which is kind of, you know, adds a different dimension to this. Like, no pun intended, it's kind of like a different dimension that we're in. I know that a lot of people were wondering if the cat was actually the relic of choice. I don't know if they're going to do anything. I don't know where we're going with that. It is interesting that the cat has the ability to remove others' will and choice, kind of, in order to possess them. I don't know if that's a hint or not, but I know that was like a theory. And for a while, people were like, maybe the cat will help us against Salem. And now we're like, maybe the cat is worse than Salem, which is, that concept did not exist for a while before this. So that's just like mind-blowing. But I don't know if, I don't know if Neo can come back from this. Like, I think Neo's gone. But we'll see. The cat has possessed Neo. Okay, let's talk about, I'll make it quick because I know it's going very, very long. But I just wanted to briefly talk about, I don't have a lot to say about it other than that I am just still really having a hard time with the fact that, like, no matter what happens after this, no matter, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know if maybe we'll find a way to bring her back. Clearly she's going to come back. I don't know if she's going to be her. But knowing that she made that choice, knowing that that happened, I've just really had a hard time reconciling. And that's really all I have to say about it. I know people were wondering about, like, when the girls entered the room, when everyone entered the room. I just kind of assumed that this was one of those things where, like, it was happening so fast. They slowed it down for our benefit, but it was happening so fast that, like, nobody could do anything. And it's just so sad because I don't blame anyone, but it's one of those things that was like a horrible perfect storm that, like, nobody could really see how, nobody really was aware of how bad it was, and it was that bad. And I think in a way, RWBY being someone who's so persistently positive, it probably lowered a lot of guards about how bad this actually had gotten, because there is that, like, in the back of your head, it's like, but it's RWBY. But it's RWBY. But the thing is, anyone can sink that low. That's what's so horrifying about it and so sad. And Yang watching that was, you know, true story. I was in my car this weekend and Gold, the song Gold came on. I could not do it. I was ugly crying. And I'm like, I cannot go where I'm going. Like, just show up and be like a mess. Like, I need to stop. It's just devastating. It's devastating because we know how much RWBY means to Yang. And even though things have gotten so messed up, and no, we haven't been talking, and we haven't been, like, we weren't able to help and deal, and just, it's just at the end of the day, I'm just heartbroken for everyone. I am heartbroken for everyone here. So yeah, so we have big trouble now for so many reasons. I'll tell you what, I loved Neo after reading Roman Holiday, but after what we saw last time with her stepping on Little, that was it for me. There's no going back from that. But Little and Crescent Rose did fall with RWBY, so there is a lot of question of, like, Will Little ascend? Will Little maybe merge? Will all three of them merge? I really don't know. I really don't know where we go from here, but you guys, there's one way to find out. And that's to jump right in to the next episode of RWBY. Let's do this. Alright, probably gonna start out with a theme. So we have like yeah, okay. And I mean, guys, like, I'm still in shock, but here's the thing. They've been building this for a while. It's not like this came out of nowhere, yet at the same time, like, I just cannot believe it. You know what I mean? They've been building RWBY's state of mind. They've been building this concept of, like, you don't have to be yourself anymore. But for some reason, like, in my head, I don't think I was quite... I think more recently it became clearer to me that, like, this is not... Well, we know that the cat was not truthful about a lot now. The way that they made it sound was a lot less death-ish. And, I mean, like, what we watched, to me, it felt like we watched her die. And like that, I just, like, no matter what happens here, I just, like, that's the part that's so hard for me to deal with, is like that it will have always happened, you know what I mean? But there's a lot in terms of, like, what is gonna happen. Oh, another thing you guys have pointed out is that in Alice in Wonderland, Alice's last name was Little, but it was spelled differently, like Liddell or something. So there have been a lot of theories about the mouse Little. Oh God.
A door opened for Alyx at the tree. Before she went back home, the girl had a great many questions to ponder. After all the lessons she'd learned, and the friends she'd made and lost, who had she become? Would she still be the same Alyx when she went back home?
Is this?
The leaves of the tree rustled, and on the wind, Alyx heard one more question. What are you?
Oh, and they're
understand. Alyx, the pleasers, now RWBY. What does this place want?
That's a good question. Summer.
I don't understand.
What are we looking at? Oh, is that the paper?
What did I do wrong?
Oh, John.
We can figure this out. There's got to be a way to get to the tree.
Hello there. You appear upset. Would you be so kind as to tell me how I can help? Perhaps you are hungry?
Huh?
Is that
No, that's
one of
okay.
the ascended paper pleasers?
If I can get you anything else, please don't hesitate to ask.
It sounds
That's
like
what I'm here for.
It sounds like RWBY's actor a little
What
bit.
are you?
We are the Genial Gems, and we have arrived here to clean up this beautiful land and create something wonderful and pleasing.
That's the. I'm pretty sure that's what we're looking at. Is the ascended versions of the paper pleasers, and they're here to. They're still here to serve in a way, but it's different. Now they're here to. Whoa. Oh, Casey.
This is them, isn't it? They're back. It's just like they said. They came back from the tree better.
No flood or fire will ever hurt them again.
Wow.
By trying so hard to save them, I stopped them from becoming what they needed to be. I was being selfish because I wanted the rush of rescuing someone. And I got that here.
I think you're asking too much of yourself. We've been
There's a
told
lot of that
ourselves
going
that
around.
failing means we're no good. But I can guarantee even the best huntsmen in history, they've all lost.
Yeah.
But they were still incredibly brave
Right.
and good.
Oh, he really needed to hear that. Oh, come here, friend. We love you. I wish.
That cat was right.
I wish we could see Ruby right now.
I just needed to accept it. It's not a place you go.
What?
Where are we?
It's a place you know.
Place you know. Is this where... Oh, and now we're okay. Whoa, and... Are we?
Ruby?
Ruby! Oh, there she is. What happened to her? She's still in there. I know she is. I know she's gotta be.
We have to get her out!
I think I get it. This is how we got here, or why the tree brought us here.
The tree brought us here for a
Acceptance.
reason.
We've done everything we can. Now it's up to Ruby. Whatever happens next, we have to welcome that.
But what if she isn't Ruby anymore when she comes back out?
It's a fair question. What? Oh, there's the... Hey! There's the herbalist. Okay. So it's like a cocoon.
That's not for us to decide.
Okay. So Ruby's got to go on a journey? Is that what we're saying? Oh. Oh, sweetheart, where are you? What is going on? Is Little there too? And Crescent Rose? So, has the Ever After been trying to teach them a lesson? Oh, there's... Okay. Here we go. Here's the blacksmith again.
I didn't expect you here just yet.
I wasn't expecting to be here. Are you the tree?
Oh, this is...
You could say that.
That's
But
true.
that is a simplistic understanding of the tree and what it does.
What is the tree?
What's going to happen to me? Am I gonna die?
Please don't.
The only thing that can happen to you here is what you want to happen. The choice of what you become and where you end up is yours to make.
So you can decide whether you...
You don't know what you want, do you?
I think she's just such a rush of negative emotions right now.
What's that?
Yeah, we still got the cat to worry about, do we not? Whoa! Is that... That's the opening! Oh! And, okay, and we can't get through.
Oh, good. You made
Oh, boy.
it.
I guess your little plan to get out of here isn't working?
You've always
Doesn't
been
look
the
that
worst
way.
of the bunch.
So Neo can't go through the door.
No. She has no attachments to your world. Nothing to return to.
So you
She's
have to
failed
be...
Just like Alyx did.
Oh!
Like Alyx?
The cowardly, wretched girl whose story you've been foolishly following all along. The same girl that I followed too.
What really happened?
She promised me she would bring me back to Remnant with her, when in truth, she had no intention of taking me. No, after talking to the tree, she had a sudden crisis of conscience. Decided she wanted to fix everything she'd broken in the ever after, including poor Jean. And so Louis went. And at the very last moment, Alyx did it.
What did you do to her?
Possessed her, I'm guessing? That's kind of what it sounds like, or tried?
What anyone would do with a broken, useless thing.
Ugh!
You didn't. You
Killed her?
monster!
Killed her? We can't really kill her here.
She's still here. Yes!
Oh no!
All my work.
Oh no.
It's not lost.
No, that's not good.
She wants nothing more than to return to Remnant and play hero. I just need to cut her out.
Ah!
And she will take me there.
No.
Not even close.
Not you or anyone else.
Then I'll put you in the ground.
I thought that you
What are these
couldn't.
lights?
Are they
Souls
referring to
that
Ascension?
belong to whatever they become next.
Do they choose what their next life will be like?
Such concern for souls you don't know? Or is it for yourself?
Maybe both? RWBY is very caring.
There's no way we're letting you get to RWBY!
No.
But don't you see? What comes out of that tree might not even be
Oh,
your sister
that's
anymore.
no, don't. Oh, gonna make her mad. Is that the plan?
I wanted to be the hero. Like the stories that my mom told
Did
to me.
everything you could. You
I just
did
wanted
more.
to do the right thing, but every step of the way, it's like
You did the
there is
right
no
thing.
right thing. I tried
You did
so
everything you could.
hard, and I may have just done more harm than good.
You did everything you could. You
Who I
tried.
need to be, because who I am right now, she's not cutting it.
What if you could be anyone?
What do you mean?
This whole time, I thought Alyx made it back home and lied about everything that happened.
See,
You were the one
you
who
guys were
killed-
right.
Who lied?
You were never a brave knight either.
Oh, don't.
Fairy tale nonsense.
Oh. So it was Louis that. Oh! Oh! No! No! That's no using Penny appearance. No. Oh God, John. No. Guys, let me tell you how much I'm not doing this. Let me tell you how much I'm not doing this. So she gets to choose who she is
Who did
next.
this belong to?
It's not about who did, but who could. Can you feel the woman who might hold it? The weight of who she is.
Don't tell me it's Summer.
She could be you. You could put any one of them on and leave Ruby Rose behind.
Oh, they're playing Red Like Roses. Is that really what you want?
It's all so heavy. It's the only thing I can feel anymore.
It's the babe.
And it never, ever goes away. The feeling of not being enough.
Oh, sweetheart.
Measure
You are
enough.
how.
Before she went back home, Mom, the girl had a great many questions to ponder. What are you?
What is... No! Don't end it there! What does that mean? Is she going to... Oh my god, the song. Summer. Is she going to become Summer and like... This is really going out on a limb, but like, is she going to see life through Summer's eyes for like a little bit? And learn something? Honey, it hurts me so bad to hear her say she's not enough. She did everything she could and more. They've been on an impossible just journey this whole time, and every step of the way, RWBY has found some way to make one thing a little less impossible at a time. And it just, for her to only feel her failure is just so incredibly sad to me, because there's so much more than that. But the thing is, the weight of her pain right now is, it's so heavy, like she said, that she can't feel anything else. And wow, guys, wow. That was okay. So that episode definitely helped me make sense of a lot of things. When we talk about ascension, the way that like the paper pleasers ascended, it almost really does feel like we were brought here to learn about ourselves. Like what they were saying, like they had to learn acceptance. They had to learn to move on. John was trapped in this feeling of being able to save someone after he couldn't save someone. He couldn't save a few people who were very important to him. And in one case, the most recent case, we know that he even was the one who had to deal the killing blow. And he finally realizes that, like, I see now what I was doing. I wasn't allowing them. I wasn't letting go. I wasn't allowing them to move on. And the rest of our crew was also seeing that, like, there was a lesson to be learned in there about accepting what you can do and what you can't do, because you can't do everything. What I would have given for them to have that moment with RWBY included. When the paper pleasers ascended, it felt like this was a natural next step. When RWBY fell, it really felt like she had just made the choice to end herself. It didn't feel there was nothing positive about it. It was her despair. And I think that she's going to learn a lot about herself. Maybe what they're trying to tell us is, like, in her case, she had to go on this journey in order to learn that, as opposed to, like, learning it in the ever after like the rest of them did. But I can't shake that feeling of, like, her despair. And I guess there really is hope that she's going to find something more than that here. I just would really love it if she came back as herself, but having healed, having learned something, having realized that she is not the one to blame for this. Not once did I hear her mentioning Cinder or Salem or any of the people who are, like, actually responsible for messing things up. And I know that, like, she wanted to be the hero. She wanted to save everyone. And that was so important to her. And she just felt like she just failed and failed and failed. And the thing is, when you feel that, you can know the successes that you had. It doesn't matter. you don't feel any of that. All you feel is the weight of your pain. And I get that. But, oh man, I just like really looking back at everything that they've done together with RWBY as the leader. I mean, look at what they did with Penny when Penny had the virus. It's like that was some next level thinking and strategizing and like things that shouldn't have been possible. She found a way to make them possible. And ultimately, you know, we did have Cinder show up and we did have everything really, really, really go wrong. But for her to just feel that every step of the way she had failed, it's just, it's not true. But I know it's what she's feeling and I know how that feels. So I know that that's all she knows right now. And that just like, I just can't stand that. So the cat can't get through. So the cat has to possess somebody who wants to get back to Remnant, who has a reason to get back to Remnant. That is new information, although it makes a lot of sense. And now that they know that RWBY is still on the table, oh boy, that is bad. That is really, really bad. And confirmation of what you guys have been saying the whole time. I don't know if I ever mentioned it in one of my reactions, but I've been seeing it a lot in the comments, which is that Alyx didn't, that wasn't what really happened. So none of the details that we got here, of course, but that it was actually Lewis who went back and Alyx never made it back. Now, whether Alyx really is little or not, I don't know, or what actually happened between the cat and Alyx. I mean, it's implied that there was killing, but I don't know if that means ascending or what. But Alyx, after everything that had happened, after everything she had done, sounds like wanted to make things right. And then the cat got her. So I don't know exactly what happened or like what's become of Alyx now. It's looking better and better for people who theorize that like maybe Alyx is still here. Maybe Alyx is little. I don't know. If Alyx had instances where she was acting very negatively or selfishly or aggressively, knowing what we know about Ascension, maybe it would bring her back as a very gentle, helping creature. I don't know. I didn't see Little. I didn't see Crescent Rose when we were in there with the tree. So was the blacksmith really the tree the whole time? Or was that just another iteration of, I don't know. Oh, dang it, guys. I mean, I feel like there is hope, but I still don't know where this is going. I just want RWBY to feel what we all feel about her and what everyone who loves her feels about her. But man, I don't know where we go from here. Next one's the last one. Next one is the last one. Man, after such a wait, it just feels like we're flying through this. We have flown through this volume. But I do feel like I have a little bit more hope than I did last time. It does kind of sound like she'll be presented with the choice, like, do you want to be somebody else, or do you want to, maybe after this journey, she'll see that, like, she does she's not giving up on being RWBY. She's not going to give up on that. There is hope, and she will go back as RWBY. I don't know what's going to happen to Little, though, but, I mean, I was kind of wondering if maybe Little would merge with her, like seeing that she needed hope, that Little would like, that would end up being Little's purpose or something. Like Little was always looking for a purpose. And I don't know. There's still a lot that we have to deal with. I can't even imagine, like, next time is going to have to be like 20, 25 minutes. I cannot imagine them resolving this. But at the very least, it seems like the rest of our crew, I think, is finally... Oh, but then John, oh my god, with Penny and Pyrrha, no less. He better be all right. He's wearing armor, but I honestly, it was so fast I couldn't tell how bad it was. But with Pyrrha stabbing, that was cruel. That is just evil. That is just evil and cruel. So all right, guys, I'm sure there's a lot more that I'm gonna need to think about over the next week, and I'll have all of that for you next time. But for now, I'm gonna wrap it up. I think I've talked more than the length of the actual episode, so I will stop. But wow, guys, all right. I hope you enjoyed watching along with me. What an episode! There's a lot on the horizon, and although I'm still really, really upset, I'm for the first time starting to feel that maybe we are getting somewhere. Like there's hope. Oh, that's my stomach. I need a snack so bad, and a hug, and oh, and a nap. Oh my God. All right, guys, I'm gonna go get on that. Next time is the finale. Please, please don't leave me. Please don't make me go through that alone. I know we're going to end up somewhere good eventually, but like at this point, I just don't even know anything anymore. So please, please be sure to join me next time. We will watch it together. Bye for now, guys.